Hello, my name is Javier Ramos Hernandez. I'm a student at UNAP. I study Bachelor's degree in English as foreign language. I enrolled in the course Teacher Development in the group 551023-A. For this final activity, I will present the task 4, presenting the main ideas of the course. In the initial activity, I made this graphic answering the question, how do I develop as a teacher? We have 3 points: studying, practice, and research. It's important to study, to learn different approaches, activities, and practice and research about the education needs. And I have the opportunity to read the syllabus to know about the course description, the objective, about the deadline of each activity. In other activities, to answer some question about why is the need to study, practice, and do some research about the teacher development important to the language teachers, and what is the way to develop professionally. This answer is important that the teacher study to perform all activities and have an excellent level, and try to investigate how can improve the environment, the class, the activities, and how can interact with their students. It's an excellent point that the teacher have to study and take care how can get to the students. In the Unit 1, the role of teacher qualification have some readings, some important readings, and in the group we made a presentation in the pictograph, and it is an excellent presentation because we take the main ideas of the 5 readings and put in the graphic. In this reading, the first one is early childhood reaching quarantine, and in this reading we identify that there are some factors that can count with the quarantine different programs of ECE, and in cooperation with no paternal child care or basic programs, and policymakers pay attention on it because the public don't have excellent results, and they made some policies to improve the education. And the other topic that it takes is that the degree no guarantee high results, because it's a possibility that you can find a teacher or a person that don't have credentials and have different activities that have excellent result with their students. I think the education have to study different factors that exist in the process of education. That's the reason of this reading. The other reading was teacher qualification as kindergarten achievement. You have a relation with the students that have activities according to the age. The materials are according to the age, and this study associates the teacher experience with the students and how the students develop their skills. We can identify that some students that have learned reading or early literacy instruction have better results than others. And the role of the teacher is very important in the education. It has influenced in student learning, and it's important to know different topics. It's possible to know about the environment, the activities, the context, and the objective that we planned in every lesson. And the other reading is writing for professional development. It's important to use some strategies for students. You know that the world is changing and the technologies have a big space in education. We have to interact and practice using technologies, and it's important that the teacher have a big role to give instructions and to connect and develop different skills using professional files. It's important that the students have or develop these productive skills and can use in every stage of their life. And the other reading is the evaluation of student views concerning the teacher qualification for the total quality implementation. This is the excellent work qualification depends on the quality of implementation. If we have excellent environment, teachers who know what to do, we have policies that guarantee that the process of education continue and give with excellent materials, we will have excellent results. In this opportunity, we know about a survey that they are some students. They have a survey that the students give their opinion about 3 factors. There is a national and normal, the gender and the topic, and they spread that the implementation is good. In our case, we have to study, to evaluate each class and the material to improve our activities. And the other reading was about the teacher development for bilingual education in Colombia. In this reading, the author talked about different kind of education in other countries like Brazil and others. And in Colombia, in Bogota and other cities, implemented that all the classes is in English, math and science, and has excellent results. Use different strategies, different approach to give this to the students excellent education. It's important to change and empowering themselves, and it's important to motivate the students, because the students, it's possible that sit a class without disposition, and it's important that all activities have that attention and the student focus on the activities. In the second unit is about the contribution received to teacher development. The contribution received to teacher professional learning and development is said that the teacher who participate in research applied innovation, improved confidence and skill. It's important that the teacher interact with other teachers, because they will know the experience and they use in their job. And teacher interchange experience and how can improve in the file. They create a coaching base and CPDL to explore new possibilities in their roles. And they show how to interact and obtain better results in the education process. The research is very important because we know all the factors that they encounter in this process. And the other reading is educational research and teacher development. It's important that we investigate research on daily current practices and use it as a tool, because this data we can improve, we can change the activities, we can change how we interact with our students. And it made a question in this reading. They made a questionnaire about to some teacher and asked about his thought about the teacher development. And a big percent said that the professional skill and lifelong learning is the secret, is the principal topic. And how can get it? They say that they study and get a postgraduate degree and participate in conference to learn more. And how can you interact or have a participate in this process? By designing the curriculum and apply new approaches and methods and enhance in the roles. The other reading was Education Effectiveness Research at the Knowledge Base of Improved Education. He said that have different factors that influence the student outcomes. They show the dynamic model that has 4 levels: national, school, classroom, and student level. It's important that the material or activities belong to the goal. It's important that all have a sequence, all step by step, because you don't can prepare a class with different topics that don't have relation with the level of the students. It's important that the teacher motivate the students. It's important that change activities, change the place where the teacher do the class. And the other reading is Improving Teacher Development and Training. It focuses in 3 topics about the content. There is the material, is the tool that we use to teach, and the process how can plan, organize, and how can do the class. And the context, you can say the place where it occur the process of learning. It's important to improve participate in training service teachers, use technologies to learn, to try to give the better effort for our students. And the last activity that we present in the course was developing research in my own. We have the opportunity to discover that the UNAD have 8 hotbeds of research and have 12 line of investigation, 9 functional and 3 transversals. And in this activity we use the 4 bilingual in distance education mediated by technologies. It's important that we participate in investigation, research, identify a problem and try to give a solution to improve the education process. They were the activity that we made in this course. It was excellent because we learned a lot of, and the importance to investigate, to participate actively in each activity, to change activities, to study, to have a certificate, to have a degree, and try to use different tools, different materials to have an excellent class. There are some references, and thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next activity.